What's up, everybody? It's Austin, and today, well, I got asked to do something a little bit different. Not really, well, we're working on a vehicle. Working on a Chevy Blazer today. Well, there's really nothing to really fix. I mean, the window's out, but that's okay because there's a reason for it. Ooh, look, rock. We do have a little guy in here. He might help us out, right, buddy? Yeah, he's going to help us out today. But my buddy Matt was like, hey, you know, I got an idea. I need you to help me with something. So, Matt, what are we going to do today?
So today we're going to pop the top. And for those of you that don't know what pop the top means, is we're going to take this and we're going to cut it all the way back along this body line as good as we can. And then we're going to cut straight across on the roof too.
Alrighty, okay.
And we're taking the whole top off.
So we're pretty much making it like a little bit like a Jeep, right?
Or a K5 Blazer, in other words.
Okay, all right.
And
then
we don't have all the supplies today. In a later video, we'll be making a roll cage for the back part.
Okay, so that part's gonna be like the Jeep, right?
Yes.
Yeah, we're gonna make a Chevy Blazer, Blazer Jeep, right? Yeah, okay, we're making a Chevy Blazer Jeep. Alrighty, so we're gonna go ahead and move this under the carport over there, and we're gonna start popping some of the windows out. We already did some, but we're gonna go ahead and pop some of the windows out. That one's gonna be a little tough. We don't know about the big windows, but we're gonna get that done. We're gonna go ahead and put you guys on the tripod, and we're gonna get that figured out. That's a good choice. Woohoo! That one came out a lot easier.
It did for some reason.
Nice fresh metal to weld to as well.
Yep.
Alrighty, so we do have a little bit of a hiccup in the road. We did get the seat belts cut. We do have the wiring taken out from the inside underneath the headliner. But we did not bring the window removal tool, that wire that you can put in between the gasket material to take it out. So we have an idea, and that involves a cutting blade and just not touching the window at all. But we'll get there when we can get there. We do have both of these windows out. We just have the back two. Alrighty, so I mean we have the reciprocating saw with the metal blade. Let's go ahead and let's start cutting some stuff. Alrighty, so we did get the window actually pried away. We did use the reciprocating saw with the metal blade and cut the window goop off of there. It is all the way cut through now, except for the roof and this side, so that's going to be the next task, is the other side, and then the roof will probably be last, just so we can get a nice straight line up there. But I mean, it's hot outside, there's flies everywhere. It's fun, it's been fun so far.
And a headache, kind of.
A little bit of a headache too, but hey, you know, at least we're having fun doing this, okay? That's the important part, having a little bit of fun while we're doing this. So we're gonna go ahead and start cutting up that other side. Hopefully we get a little bit better than we did with this side, but I mean, crap happens. So that side, top, let's go and do it. Alrighty. So we got part of this back window taken loose. We might have to pull this up a little bit before we can get the rest of that. We got this part of the body cut, and now we just got to do the roof, and then we should be able to at least pull the top off. And I think we're just going to cut straight through the headliner. Does that sound like a good idea?
Yeah.
Cutting straight? Okay. Well, that's what we're going to do. And nice. The top is now cut off, and it's pulled away just a little bit away from the rest of the body, but that wasn't that bad.
No, it really wasn't. It just came down to, you know, usually you use the proper tools. I don't think we really used all the right proper tools to
No, we
cut
didn't.
it off.
We didn't use the proper tools whatsoever. But I mean, a reciprocating saw is like the final tool, the one and only, right?
Yeah, for most jobs. I mean, I think we did a pretty good job for what kind of tools we had. And
yeah, the lines will definitely be cleaned up a little bit, but that's later on down the road. That's not super important. The main job today was to get, again, not breaking the glass because we didn't want to clean that up, but getting something that we can at least, you know, grind down a little bit to get it level with the pinch welds and stuff like that. I feel like the top was pretty good. There's a little bit that needs to be cleaned up, but it's fine. So we're going to go ahead and throw you guys back up onto the tripod. And we're going to go ahead and pull this thing off of the back of the Blazer.
Yeah, with the back window can go on there.
Oh my god, yay! Oh my god.
So look at that, not too bad though. Not too bad at all. Yeah?
Yeah, I like it.
I like it too. You said you were going to be doing like a little bit of a cage in here, right?
Yeah, we're going to go from the floor back here,
Okay, back
just behind the seats,
Okay.
and back here, and we're going to build a little roll cage for it, so it's
Kind of looks
safe to have the kids in, kind of like a Jeep.
Yeah, so you're gonna be like plating this off, or you're gonna go off of here, you're gonna go off of like the wheel well and stuff like that.
So I'm gonna plate this stuff off right here, where we have our big little holes in. You know, we're gonna plate that off, and then every other spot like this where we cut, I'm probably just gonna bend that down, kind of like a pinch weld or something.
Bend the pinch weld over. Gotcha. Okay.
Yeah. And then from there, it's gonna be making a canvas top for the roll cage.
And just make sure that it's kind of like closed in. Again, kind of like a Jeep, right?
Yeah.
All right.
That's the whole focus on it. Since I can't afford a Jeep, I'll build my own Jeep.
Yup. And then you're gonna weld these up into the cage of like that. You're gonna weld the rest. Okay.
Yes, I will be end up using the same seat belt, like he said, and just weld it back up to the roll cage. So
awesome.
There's a proper seat belt.
And I think because I destroyed this piece, we might have to find you a new one. Maybe a little bit nice. Yeah. That's what we'll do. Alrighty. So I think we're gonna move the Blazer or S10 or Jeep truck or whatever you want to call it out into the yard, and we'll do one more little cursory overview of it before we end the video. But that was fun. It's always good to cut some stuff up because fixing stuff is
frustrations out.
Yeah,
sure.
Take some frustrations out. Now I will say, you know, fixing stuff is fun, but when you get to fix it your own way or break it your own way, that's fun too. So yeah, we'll go ahead and move it out into the yard, and then we'll go from there. So as you can see, we don't have a top anymore. It might be a little windy. We are driving. Now, I don't know, Matt, how do you feel about it so far?
I feel great. I feel like we exceeded our goal today.
Okay,
For what we had planned, and I'm ready to see the final touches whenever we get the cage fit on and everything.
Yep.
Now it might be a little while longer on the
on that video, and I think one of our other buddies who does a little bit of YouTube is gonna take care of that, and I'll put him in the link, or I'll put his link down in the description. I think they're gonna be doing the cage down at his house. But yeah, this is gonna definitely be a head turner, a little bit of a head turner, I believe. So
yeah, and then after that we'll eventually end up putting a new bumper on it and on the front and the back.
Yeah, maybe working on the grill too, right?
Yeah, and we're gonna make our own little grill to put in there because this one's all busted up. It's just cheap plastic.
And we'll show that here in a minute, but man, this thing, nice airflow. We don't have to have the AC on. It's what, like 80, 90 degrees outside?
Yeah.
And we're doing all right. See, there's another, well, GM vehicle. Yeah, they should cut the top off of that too.
They should.
They should. This is a great idea. Most of the time. So with that said, we're gonna go ahead for a little bit more of a drive, and then we'll talk about, you know, just how it went. And I think it went good, but we'll do that here in just a minute. So that is going to end the video with the Chevy Blazer, cutting the back off. Man, this was a fun little, you know, I would almost call it what, Matt? A redneck project?
A redneck project, and maybe a little bit of a dream, because I've always wanted a Jeep, like I said before. Never could afford one. They're too expensive, out of my price range, so I'm making a Jeep.
Alrighty. Now, before you guys give me a ton of crap and Matt a ton of crap, this car was actually, or this Blazer, it's not a car, it's more of a truck now, was in an accident. It was rolled. And this has been in your family since day one. You said it was your mom, right?
Yes.
Okay, well, but she's doing okay. That was a while ago. And I think she was perfectly fine with the exception of the seatbelt keeping her in.
The only thing she had was bruising from the seatbelt, really. Other than that, she was perfectly fine. My mom's in her 50s, 60s. Well, now she's in her 60s. Doing great. Great health.
That's good. But
we've had this truck for 15 years now. Has 192,000 miles on it. Still runs like a champ. Even though the throwout bearing is having a little bit of issues.
Yeah, I kind of noticed that. But yeah, that's going to end off the video here, guys. Just a quick little walk around for you. And I can't wait to see this thing when it's done. We do have the video proof of it in its prime condition. But I think it's going to be a fun little project. Now, this will probably be a series that spans my channel and another person's channel. We'll go ahead and link him down there too. He should be making a couple videos about doing some of the metal and the cage work. We already mentioned that. It'll be down in the description. So we're going to go ahead and end it off there. Thank you all for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. Have a great day. Peace.